Hello, my loves. Right, this is my lovely client, Tanya, and she hasn't been to me for nearly 6 weeks. Nearly 6 weeks. And she works in a shop. I'm surprised that she still has nails on, to be fair, over the Christmas period. So they are very grown out. So I'm just showing you before, and then this was when I just started prepping. So I just prepped the cuticle area. I hadn't removed anything yet. I started filing the nails and, just thought I'd take a little video. And then this was after I'd filed and shaped and removed any non-living tissue. So then I'm going to go in and dehydrate and prime. I did catch her pinky. Look, just there. You see the pinky? I did catch it with the edge of my file. Oh, she said, I didn't feel it, but I still felt terrible. But, these things happen. So I'm just going to go in and dehydrate everything. The reason I'm leaving some of the black acrylic on is because she's actually having another black acrylic design. It's her favourite colour, and because she's busy and works in a shop, she just likes to have them dark. So we often go dark. So I'm just adding a little bit of primer here. Not too much. Just on the areas of regrowth or where we've removed any lifting. But nearly 6 weeks. That's really good going. That's crazy. My nails look awful. I do apologise. I've got bloody dust under them and just a nightmare. Right, so I'm going to add a thin clear base now. I've already done her other hand. So I've got a bit of black acrylic stuck under my thumbnail. Like when it gets in the way, so you just scoop it off. So I do apologise, I've got dirty nails. But black acrylic gets everywhere. So I'm laying a thin clear base down. I'm using Nailmate Crystal Clear, Nailmate Monomer, and my Bestie brush in a size 12. So my core system is Nailmate. Sometimes I use other bits in between for design, but the core system is Nailmate. And I've got a discount code in the description box. So yeah, get that nice thin clear base down. Apart from anything, it helps with adhesion as well, but it's protecting the nail so we don't get staining because we're using black acrylic. So the black acrylic I'm using is Carbon Black from Glitter Bells. I don't feel like I've got my ratio right with this still because it feels chalky, so I'm obviously not working with it correctly, unless I don't know, but it's just a nice black, and it's a nice solid black, so it's the only solid black I've got, I think. I might have one from Nail Vision. It was just there and I was like, I'll use that, but I feel like maybe I'm not working with it wet enough. I shall have to have a little practice with it, but I mean, it's fine. It's absolutely fine, and it's really pigmented, so you can paint it on nice and thin. Always sort of keeping the shape as well. Now on this nail, we're actually going to do a black and clear marble. I know. I'm sorry that the angle's a bit funny. I've got a new armrest, so I need to move my tripod really. But as you can see, I apply clear, black, clear, and then I just sort of drag my brush up and down through, but never don't go over the same area over and over, because you're not creating a marble then, you're just creating a splurge. A splurge is not a marble is not a splurge. That should be on a t-shirt. 100%. And we'll do the same again. Just add some clear, add some black. I didn't add enough black, so I went and picked up some more. Then I added too much, so I just scooped a bit off. And then a little blob of clear at the end. And just marble those through again, nice and easy. Up, down, back up. And then just keep the shape by tapping it into place. Okay, the next nail is full carbon black. and it's also partially out of shot. What am I like? But as you can see, I'm just painting it on. The reason I tap that edge is because I don't want a step up. I just want a nice soft edge. And I work slightly drier at the cuticle because we don't want the monomer bleeding into the skin with black in it. I mean, it's just a nightmare. Okay, now onto the index finger. This is going to be a black and white marble. This was a combination of like a couple of different sets of nails she's shown me. Some were black and white, some were black and clear. And she said, I want one of those, and the rest in black. So that's what we're doing. So I've literally double dipped into a bit of white. It's Snowdrop White. This is Glitter Bells one. I think it's Snowdrop White or White Snowdrop. You guys will know. So I'm using that with the black. I figured, well, they're the same system, so it makes sense. And they actually marble really beautifully together. I must admit, they do. Sorry if you can hear Oliver. He's had a tough day, bless his little heart. So again, just up, down, back up. They marble beautifully. Really nice. Love a bit of black and white marble. You can't beat it, can you? Okay. That's that done. And then the thumb is going to be solid black. So just do the same. Just literally paint it on, which is great. Great for a nice skinny nail. I did this one in 3 beads because I just feel like when you've got a bigger surface area, break it down into sections. It's a lot easier, especially if you're dealing with a highly pigmented acrylic. You don't want to start losing control of it. You don't want it to bleed out. I'm just tucking it right in there with the tip of my brush. And then I'll use the centre of the underneath of my brush, which we call the belly of your brush, to like move that product down the nail. Remember, when you're trying to move acrylic around on a nail, don't use the tip. You use the tip to tuck it into places. You use the middle to move it. Tip to tuck, middle to move. Hopefully that will stick in your head. If you try and move it with the tip, all you'll do is scoop it and make ridges and lumpy bumpies. So I've just wetted down that nail with a damp brush that had monomer on it, and now I'm going to cap in crystal clear. So I'm placing the bead on, tucking it in, and then moving it down the nail with my middle of the brush. And I'm just using sort of patting and pulling motions, tapping it into place. And you can't see, but all the time I'm turning my head side to side and looking and seeing, do I need to add more? Is this evenly distributed? Where do I need to place more? Don't know why I put a massive bead on the end there. A bit ridiculous. Getting a bit excited. So I'll just show you capping a couple, and then I filed off camera. And we'll get onto the top coat. No bling because she gets away with it because she has design acrylics, so I won't tie her to the chair. But anyone else, wow, they're just going to get it in the neck from me if they don't have sparkles, because bling is king, and it don't mean a thing if you ain't got that bling. But she's got marble nails, so I can forgive. So again, same thing, placing the bead on, tucking it in, and then moving it through the nail to the very tip. If you can hear Oliver, he's playing on the stairs, bless him, with his little characters. He's got really, really badly infected eczema. It's horrific, and the creams hurt him so much that he actually had a panic attack today. It's just dismal. It's not fair. But such is life. We're just going through some new treatments now, so hopefully, fingers crossed. Right, let's get some top coat. It's time to shine. Oh no, it's not. No, I lied. I'm outlining this nail. She wanted like a black outline, so I just used my Nail Chemie art paint and my Aero Puffing size 2 brush, which I know it takes ages to come because it's from Russia, but it's only a £5, and I swear to God, it is my favourite brush for this kind of work. It's the perfect length. It reminds me of the Light Elegance Swirly from the Selena Ryden brush collection. It's just cheaper. But same sort of good length. It's that in-betweeny length. It's not as long as a striping brush. It's not as short as a detailing brush. It's perfect. Absolutely stinking beautiful. So I'm literally just going to outline it and then cure it for 60 seconds. I've obviously filed and buffed. I always buff as much as possible with dark colours because every little scratch shows up. And I mean, you don't want to over buff, so you don't want to buff to a shine because then your top coat won't stick. But going over with a 180 grit buff and maybe a little bit of a 240 grit here and there is fine. Just don't over buff it because you will have top coat issues. Don't know what the weather. What's the weather like where you guys are? Because here it's very, very, very windy, really wet and really, really windy. My old house is going to fall down. Right, so they've been cured for 60 seconds, and then we're going to top coat. It's time to shine. It really is time to shine now. I'm not fibbing. We are putting top coat on. I'm using Nailmate Super Gloss, which I believe should be back in stock today or tomorrow. It's currently Monday, so get it before it goes back out of stock. Don't wait. Get it and grab yourself a discount code with my code SarahB5. Look at that. Oh, I love black nails. Oh, I love them so much. Can you hear my boy? What is he like? Honestly, noisy. At least he's happy, so I don't care. So sorry if it annoys anybody, but he's playing, he's happy, and that's a miracle considering the day he's had. So yeah, if you can hear him, I apologise if it annoys you, but I'm sure it won't. Oh, look at that. I've actually got to go down his school every day to give him tablets now. Poor little man. Righty-ho, onto the thumb. I love thumbs. Got a love affair with thumbs. Just that black comes through with that top coat and it's just so deep and glossy. Into the lamp for 60 seconds, and then what cuticle oil did we use this time? Chocolate orange from NAF Stuff. Oh, have you tried it? I'm still on the Christmas ones. I'm just not quite ready to part with them yet. As you can see, she has incredibly cold hands. Can you see that? I don't know whether it's a circulatory problem, but they're very, very cold, even though the salon was hot. Oh, hot's an exaggeration. Pleasantly warm. Her hands were very cold, bless her. Oh, look, I just love... Do you guys like black nails? I love black nails. You'll have to let me know what your favourite colour nail is. What your absolute, like, the colour that you see and you go, oh, God. Which one's yours? So we'll top coat that lovely marble, the black and white, and then onto the next thumb. There we are, into the lamp for 60 seconds. And as I said, it was chocolate orange cuticle oil. And here is a picture of the final result, because I forgot to take a video. I hope you've enjoyed this. I shall see you in my next one. Tally bye!